questions. And in case if you have any questions during the panel, please feel free to message me or the moderators. I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Ranjan, and I have had the privilege of working across various verticals and teams over the last decade. I've collaborated with agencies like Oxfam India, Christian Aid, Change Alliance, Sphere Foundation, gaining rich experience in building strategic alliances, partnerships, managing projects, grants, leading campaigns, and have responded to humanitarian crises in the country and outside. Over the course of my journey, I had developed strong affinity to work on the subject of gender and climate change, and I personally believe that addressing the intersectionality of these two issues is crucial for building a sustainable and equitable future. That is why I have tried to engage with various forums and groups that have worked on creating greener and more sustainable value chains. Recently, I have started my own for-profit enterprise, which we have named Overview, the Sound of Sustainable Business, which is a for-profit entity which is focused on sustainability. Our mission is to create an ecosystem that fosters green and just transition for all the participants in the value chain, including the producers, consumers, and all the intermediaries in between. Through a trek-driven approach, we support sustainable ventures and organizations in a comprehensive way, identifying and addressing gaps within the system through various entities. This dialogue is being hosted by Vartali, and it's one of the key forums that I have been most active in, where we are conducting this first dialogue on climate action, which is the first of many to follow. To share a brief about Vartali is a voluntary cross-sectoral coalition of 160 plus youth engaging organizations from the development sector, including government, media, corporate houses, education institute, UN bodies, and we are committed towards building a movement of youth-centric development so that every space that young people occupy become a nurturing space for them and they become self-aware, self-awakened, active citizens. The term that we have coined for this is called Jagrik, and the motto for Vartali is that every youth a Jagrik and every space nurturing Jagrik. Given the diverse portfolio of Vartali Coalition, we realized there was immense potential to dive deeper into these themes that are the most pertinent for today's youth. We have been working on the subjects of constitution, gender, and well-being, and we realized that one of the key dialogue around climate change. What we are setting off to do today is to explore the space and to build powerful experiences for young people to engage in. To give a very short brief about how we look at Nourishing Now dialogue is that we realize that while the urgency of addressing the climate change is undeniable, but the discussion and actions surrounding the critical issue often remains on the fringes. That's when we decided that it is critical to shine a spotlight on the power of Nourishing Now narrative. We firmly believe that by focusing on nourishing experiences in the present moment, we can transform climate action into a movement driven by inspiration. Over the next 5 to 10 years, we envision a world where climate action is deeply ingrained into collective consciousness. To engage, and before we start with the panel, we have a very small and a brief game that we would want to invite you to play. If you would look at your screen, where we have a climate pool, I'll request the technical team to put up the slide. Here you would see a few questions, and which are obviously related to the subject that we are discussing today. My only request to everyone is to take a couple of minutes, read the questions, and answer them honestly as to how much do you personally engage on the questions that we have written and to what extent.
And just small request, Ranjan, can we also sort of use Hindi and English in conversation so that we cover maximum range?
Sure. As you would see, there are quite a few questions that we have come out with where we are asking things related to our daily life. जहाँ पे हम ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि क्या आप, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज करते हैं? क्या आप ऑफिस या कॉलेज जाने के लिए कारपूल, बाइक या बाईसाइकिल यूज करते हैं? किस तरीके के जब सामान आप खरीदते हैं, क्या आप देखते हैं कि उस प्रोडक्ट का कार्बन फुटप्रिंट कितना है या एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट कितना है? क्या आपने कभी भी अपने फैमिली में, अपने दोस्तों के साथ क्लाइमेट चेंज के मुद्दे पे बात की है कि किस तरीके से हम इस चीज को टैकल कर सकते हैं। और द लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज अ बिट टेक्निकल, बट अगर कोई आपसे पूछे कि अगर आप कार्बन सिंक, कार्बन रिडक्शन या कार्बन क्रेडिट के बारे में क्या जानते हैं, कि क्या आप इनके जवाब समझा पाएंगे किसी को? As I'm seeing, as people are actually filling this up, it seems that I mean, the participants and panelists are today we have a group which is like actually taking some concrete steps, because there is a pretty decent amount of always that I'm seeing for a lot of the questions, but there is also almost 50%, 39%, 46% who have never or rarely done this. The idea is not for us to kind of guilt or shame anyone, but the idea is to just do a reflection as to if climate change is such an important issue, अगर ये इतना ही important मुद्दा है, तो हम personal life में किस हिसाब से उसके साथ engage करते हैं? As you would have seen on the collateral, आज हमारे साथ जो panel है, we have divided into two groups. There will be two panels. Panel A will be moderated by Aruna. Aruna Pandey comes with more than 18 years of experience of deep engagement in the domain of natural resource governance, institution building, organizational studies, and sustainable livelihood. And we have a second panel, which will be moderated by Nidhi Gupta. She is the co-founder of Dhriti, The Courage Within, a not-for-profit working to inspire entrepreneurship and create enterprise with a focus on women. Nidhi has an experience of over 16 years in designing entrepreneurship models for impact. Rajesh, should we move into the, if we are done with this, then maybe we can go into the breakout room. So, my friends, without any further delay, uh, okay, before we go, I think we should just share the results for the climate change poll that we did. Um, Everyone can see it for themselves. First one, it's almost 66% of people have voted that they always have done that. That's actually quite amazing. Even for the second one, we have over 50% who have done uh, carpooling or use bicycle, planting trees. It does make our job easier for today, because it does seem that a lot of the people who have joined us are already quite active in the space. But the good thing is that then we can actually go into more in-depth conversations and kind of keep expanding the space. So, my friends, without any further delay, let us embark on this journey of hope, inspiration, and action. I'll request the tech team to move us into the breakout rooms. There, in the breakout rooms, we will be there for an hour, and the moderators would share and introduce the panel and also share more details about the breakouts. Can I request the technical team to initiate the breakout rooms? While it is taking a minute,
हाय एवरीवन, आई थिंक थोड़ा सा इंटरनेट इशू आ रहा है आपकी तरफ से, तो हम आपको रूम्स में मूव नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। सो क्या आप प्लीज एक बार रिकनेक्ट करने का कोशिश करेंगे या किसी ऐसी फिजिकल स्पेस में जहाँ थोड़ा इंटरनेट बेटर हो? थैंक्स।